Why is it so difficult to hit the driver consistently straight? Look, it's all about the club face. If you can get that club face square, you've got a lot more chance of hitting it straighter. Now, in today's live lesson, Max, he had that club face wide open. He was hitting 60, 70 yards right of target, big banana slices. And we worked at 3 really simple steps in his golf swing to allow him to hit the golf ball not only straighter, but a lot further as well. And if you slice the golf ball, I guarantee you this video will help.
Whoa, this is life-changing.
Okay, Max, so look, what we're seeing is when you're hitting it, that club face is miles open. We can see 8 degrees open to the targets when you're hitting the golf ball. So what are we gonna do is, we're gonna see what we can do in your setup to actually see if we can get the club face closed a little bit more. So we can actually get the setup and match it a little bit more to your swing. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna see first of all is, think of this. Where we position the golf ball gives us the opportunity to change the face angle when we're striking the golf ball.
Okay.
So if we were to put the golf ball well back in the stance, then the face could be perceived to be very open. If you look at this here, you can see that ball and the club face is gonna be pointing a lot to the right. So your ball position, it's not too bad. It's a little bit inside, just about an inch inside the lead heel, but that still suggests if the face is open, that we have room for movement moving the ball that way. And also, if we look at the ground, you're hitting a lot of divots with your driver. Yeah. Hitting down on it, you know, popping the ball up. Sometimes there's a few dent marks on the club there. Seriously. So the first thing I'm going to explore with you is, let's give you the opportunity to square the club face up. If we move the golf ball forward, even if we put it in the middle of that foot there, let's just see what actually happens when we do this. So you take your setup for me. So normally we put an alignment stick in there if we can put the alignment stick between the legs. There we go, perfect. Look at that, you've nailed it straight away. So if I just draw this line in for you so you can see this. So obviously we've got this one here on the ground as our alignment. We can see that's 90 degrees to it. Now it's on the big toe. Okay, let's have a go just hitting a few shots from there. So few numbers that we saw, we were seeing drives going up to nearly 50 yards right of target. That's a lost ball on most golf courses. And probably not really getting it much over 200 yards.
Cool, cool. This feels very different.
Okay, let's have a go just hitting a few shots from there and see what actually happens. Okay.
Little heel strike again.
Yeah, a bit heel strike.
Similar sort of shape.
Definitely a little bit more functional though. That would be in the semi-rough maybe.
Yeah, that one will be playable, findable for sure.
Okay, it's fine. And again, I always like to say that when we're hitting this, is that ball okay there?
I feel like I need to lean a little bit forward. I feel a little on my...
Okay, we'll have a look at that. We'll have a look at that in a second. You get that ball further forward, good. So I always like to say, if you can get your foot in between the ball and the club head, that's a guide that I have for this. This allows us to get the golf ball further forward, but it also allows us to keep these shoulders in a good place. So the one thing, this is really important, if you're doing this at home and you want to move the ball further forward, there's one thing that you need to check when you do this. So get yourself ready. Okay, so oftentimes, and Max is doing this exactly, look at that, he knew what I was coming to do there.
I was going to ask.
You knew what was going on there, yeah? When we move the golf ball further forward, later in the arc, we could get the shoulders more open. So we're just going to make sure the shoulders get squared up. Okay. Because there's something else in your golf swing that we want to look at. You happy with that ball position, Andy, or do you want to go further?
No, I think the ball position's good. All I would say, the one thing that can help this is just having a slightly wider right foot. Because you moving that right foot even more, get the whole foot moving. No, not this way.
The heel as well.
There you go, wider stance basically.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
Okay.
That now will help position you, providing the upper body stays back with it.
Okay, and this is a valid point here. When we're doing this, every time he does this, if we think about that, that's going to be more down into the ground. This is going to be more of a hitting up sort of setup, yeah?
Gotcha.
Which I think that's something
that's
that
the
he
feeling,
would love. He mentioned that in a text. I want to hit up on the golf ball.
Yeah.
I want to stop slicing it. All right. Okay, we're getting nearer.
That's
Still
playable.
got a big fade.
That's the right side of fairway, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. On a big fairway. Do me a favour, we're just going to try something. So get your hands on the club. Go on, you get ready. We're just going to do a little bit, again, a little bit of an addition that I would do in this. Just going to bring the club back here just a little bit. Just bring it back, leave a little bit of a gap in there, yeah?
Okay.
This is fine to do.
Whoa, I hit left. And there goes right. Holy shit.
Keep watching that ball where that lands. All right. It must have gone 10 to 15 yards further.
I didn't even swing that one hard either.
And that's it. So look, Max he's an athlete. He plays decent level baseball and basketball. So you can move, you can generate speed, but you're nowhere near efficient enough. So What we're going to get you to do from here, and some of our viewers may have seen this before, but I don't know whether you've seen this yet. You haven't clocked on exactly yet what we're doing. But all I want you to do is take your hand on the club. Take your setup. We're going to have some short backswings, and then we're going to understand what it's like to not do so much of this, leaving the face open, but actually getting the club face releasing faster.
I see.
So getting the toe to pass the heel. We talk about
Toe past the heel.
if the T-peg was a finish line, we're in the Olympics, so we can talk finish lines. Your heel is winning the race. We want your toe to win the race.
Gotcha.
So this is what you can do by sticking the toe in this bag.
Okay.
Now do that a few times by yourself. Good. And just keep the pace down. We don't want to dent your driver.
It's already dented me.
Turn it a bit more.
Okay.
Now the beauty with this is when Max hits that shot in a minute, it probably will hook, which he's not done yet. Let's throw that out. No practice swing. Just hit me a shot. Let's see if this has had any effect on what we've done. Okay.
Whoa. That was a bullet though.
It was definitely lower. I mean, look how much further that's
Holy
gone. Yeah, exactly.
So just to give you an understanding of that, the face was 6.2 degrees left of the target line, where the ones before were like 8 degrees right.
Yeah.
Good.
2 in a row on the fairway.
2 around the fairway. Can't say that often.
So face angle 7 degrees left, a little up the heel again.
Get out
That's
the
why.
heel, yeah.
That's why.
Okay, that's
put
why
that
I
way.
get it
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
right? Gotcha.
But the face was still good on that. Okay, best shot today by far.
You know that was good because he didn't swear.
Wow. I just
That's
kind of.
pitched in the bunker.
I was in awe of that one.
That's
Holy.
pitched in the bunker.
So just a quick one on this. Up until now, your average carry's been 196, roughly average carry. That carried 223.
Nice.
So that was 27 yards longer than the average one, just because the face, just to get the face on this one, the face angle was 1.9 degrees close to the path.
Gotcha.
Okay, Max, let's look at the golf swing now in a little bit more detail. So what we see, as you move the club away, you actually do a fantastic job. You get a really nice rotation. One checkpoint that we love seeing is when that lead arm is parallel to the ground, that you've got a big full turn. And you've probably got about 70-degree turn of the torso, the hips are turning. It's absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, it starts to go a little bit wrong from here. So what happens is, it starts to get maybe a little bit too much wrist set, the right arm gets pulled into the body, it basically gets very narrow at the top. So when you get a backswing that looks very narrow like this, we're going to see as you start down, the hands and arms get sort of cramped in here like so. And if we think about this, look at the club face as we're doing this. You're just going to be delaying the club face when you're doing this move, which is one of the big reasons why this ball is flying out to the right.
Gotcha.
If we even look down the line, we'll see the same thing. We'll see a really nice move, but then it gets narrow at the top, and you're really good because of your physical abilities and sports. You get loads of rotation when you swing down, but if you're narrow and you rotate and you don't know how to deliver the club, you're going to throw it down steep over the top. That's why you're hitting these big divots, and again, that's another contributing factor to why the ball is curving out to the right.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So what we're going to get you to do is to continue with your amazing start to your golf swing, your backswing, but then just feel as though we need to slow down the hands a little bit.
Okay.
We need to maintain a little bit more width at the top of the backswing. So it might be that this right arm's a little bit freer.
Okay.
It may be that your hands are a little bit further from your head. And it's okay to have the club a little bit shorter. Momentum will make it go. You're still in your 20s, so you should be mobile enough to do this.
I don't know, the late 20s, man, my lower back's been...
Well, they say it's downhill from when you're 25, don't they?
Damn right.
But so if we can actually just get the sensation of great start, but then maybe just feel as though it's a little bit shorter and wider at the top.
Gotcha.
That's what we're going to have a little play on. And then as a result of that, hopefully, when we're shorter and wider, and we've got the feeling and understanding of how to close the face now, that when you turn the body, the club will just come down on a better plane on the way down.
I see.
Okay, give me the killer setup here, yeah? So set yourself. So I'll tell you what, you swing back, I'll catch the club.
Okay.
Beautiful. Now from here, maybe I'm going to put you where we like. You keep your eyes on the ball, and you tell me what you feel when you feel this.
Whoa, I'm like reaching up here. I'm going towards the sky almost.
Okay. Start again.
Okay.
Now, that might not be a bad idea as well, because if you're reaching this way, have a quick look at this. If you're reaching out here, then it's not here, obviously.
Right.
And then from there, it's going to be so much easier to hit the ball on the way up.
Gotcha.
And with the setup with the setup, we may need to tether that back a little bit.
So I'm really trying to feel getting really deep in my right hip
Okay.
and reaching my hands towards like, what would I say, like 3 o'clock, I guess, on a clock, like this way, up.
What? How do you look at a clock? So we would look at a clock like that. Maybe that way, it depends how you do it.
Right?
Yeah, if you've got the clock coming out that way, then it may be like a little bit before 3. I would say if we had the clock face coming this way, then this would be 12. You're almost looking into this 10 or 11
10 to
o'clock.
11. 10
Okay.
between 10 or 11.
I see which way you guys are looking.
We've got to think about the viewers, not you, don't forget, with these graphics. But yeah, let's look at that.
Okay.
So if you were looking at it that way, then it would be up in that sort of
Turn,
10
There
or
you go.
11 o'clock area. But if
Really?
you're looking at your clock, it's going to be in the 2 o'clock.
Okay. Yep. That
Which
makes
is
sense.
actually good, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so just the key on this, like Andy says, make sure you turn.
Gotcha. Don't
If
lose the
we
turn.
get you wide and you don't turn,
Okay.
we're no good.
There you
Good.
go. Feel the temptation then to feel the arms
Yep, I did.
wanting to go.
I had to
Okay,
stop
good,
it.
good.
Okay, keep the speed down. Give me a great setup. And give me that great backswing. And then what will be, will be.
Whoa, wow.
Amazing. Maybe a little bit at the heel.
Yeah, but it still went.
What was
That
the
was like
what was
fast
the
speed.
effort level on that shot?
Like 50, 60? I felt.
And it's carried over 200 yards. It's amazing. You could go full power with that shot you hit before, and it would go so far right and so inefficient.
Holy
Okay, I'm going to show you where your golf swing got to at the top. And for the viewers there, you won't believe me. Okay? But loads better, yeah?
Yeah.
That was your golf swing just.
Whoa. That
Okay.
looks crazy. Okay.
Now it's not past parallel. That it'll feel shorter and wider to you, yeah?
And it is,
And it
compared to what it was.
Interesting. Okay.
That's phenomenal.
Wow. Okay. Great.
Same again. That's really good. That's so impressive to do as well.
Okay, beautiful. Oh, such a
So
good golf
good.
swing, by the way.
Whoa.
So good. That was so good.
Oh man, yeah. This is life-changing.
What a difference. Let's have a look at this here. So look at the backswing now. We've still got that amazing start to it, but now we're shorter, we're wider, we're primed behind the golf ball, ready to launch it, and you've just got a lot more chance of squaring that face a lot better. And then when we go down the line, we can see how much over the top you were. Now you're pretty much on plane. So the difference in that is absolutely phenomenal. And probably, what, 40, 50 yards further in the air?
Easily. Well done, Max.
Appreciate you guys.
Class.
Guys, hope you enjoyed that. If you did and you want more coaching from me and Pierce, make sure you head over to meandmygolf.com or simply download the Me and My Golf app. We'll see you next time.